Bombshell. Only hot news today, my friend. Today we will have more details about the Rangers-linked championship captain now available just as Koppen alters the transfer course. We'll also talk about the return of Jose Cifuentes. Should we just let him go for free? Just kidding. We'll also discuss the Rangers star heading for a transfer exit in the next 24 hours, as he's close to agreeing on a deal with a rival club. And finally, we have very important updates on Rangers eyeing a new free transfer post-Brighton exit. There's been a lot of chatter about our transfer strategies, and it seems we're taking a fresh approach. Rangers have often dipped into the championship pool, and not always with great success. We've seen players like John Lundstram and Kemar Roof come and go, but the squad still has high earners who aren't delivering: Ben Davies, Tom Lawrence, and Todd Cantwell, to name a few. Now, as Philippe Clement and Niels Koppen shift gears in the transfer market, a familiar name has popped up. Josh Laurent, the Stoke City captain, is now available. You might remember back in 2021 we were linked with him during his Reading days, and Brighton was also in the mix. But he ended up at Stoke, where he's been quite influential, even wearing the captain's armband. However, despite his contributions, Stoke is reportedly looking to offload Laurent as he enters the final year of his contract. Clubs in the Championship in Turkey are showing interest, but the question is, should Rangers make a move? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Rangers have tried the route of bringing in experienced Championship players before, and it hasn't always paid off. These players often come with hefty wage demands and minimal resale value. Laurent, at 29, falls into that category. We've been there, done that, and it's time for a change. Clement and Koppen are eyeing younger talents from emerging markets, striking a balance between youth and experience. We've already seen some promising young players join the ranks, but of course experience is crucial too. And the likes of Kenny McLean from Norwich City, who has ties to the club, could be a valuable addition. What do you think? Should we go for tried and tested or stick to our fresh, dynamic approach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's talk about the latest on Jose Cifuentes and what this could mean for Rangers. Jose Cifuentes, remember him? He was one of those big signings last summer under Michael Beale. Rangers shelled out around £1 million to bring the Ecuadorian World Cup star from LAFC in the MLS. There was a lot of buzz, a lot of expectation, but things didn't go quite as planned, did they? Cifuentes struggled to find his footing in Glasgow and was loaned out to Brazilian side Cruzeiro in January. Now, 6 months into that loan, it's clear things haven't improved much for him in Brazil either. He's had minimal impact, with only one league start and most of his game time coming from the bench in less significant matches. Cruzeiro holds an option to buy him for around £2 million, but given his limited playtime and lack of impact, it's looking doubtful they'll take that up. Cifuentes has only managed 179 minutes across 18 matches. That's less than 10 minutes per game. Not exactly the performance to justify a permanent move. So, what's next for him? Well, if he doesn't turn things around soon, he could be back at Ibrox come January. And this poses a bit of a dilemma for Rangers. We've seen a pattern with some of the high-profile signings from last summer. Danilo, our most expensive at £6 million, spent most of the season injured. Sam Lammers, who's notably absent from the current Dutch training camp, looks set to leave, potentially at a loss. And then there's Cyril Desires, who's also facing an uncertain future amid £4.5 million exit reports. It's clear that last summer's transfer window didn't deliver as hoped. The likes of Cifuentes were brought in to build a title-winning squad, but injuries, underperformance, and managerial changes have thrown a spanner in the works. Now, we're looking at a potential return of Cifuentes, who's on an £11,000 per week contract until 2027. If he can't find his form at Cruzeiro, Rangers will need to figure out the best way forward. Will he get another chance to prove himself at Ibrox, or will the club look to move him on elsewhere? Let's dive into the latest development about Robbie McCrorie, our talented Scottish stopper, and what it means for Rangers. Robbie McCrorie's move to Kilmarnock is all but set to happen in the next 24 hours. The young goalkeeper is ready to leave our pre-season camp in the Netherlands and head back to Scotland. He's joining Derek McInnes' side on a 2-year deal. Now, you might wonder, what's in it for us? Well, Rangers will benefit from both add-ons and a sell-on clause in the future, according to Chris Jack from the Rangers Review. This means that if Mccrorie goes on to shine at Kilmarnock and secures a big move elsewhere down the line, we'll get a nice cut of that transfer fee. Smart business, eh? It's been clear for some time that Mccrorie wouldn't be staying at Ibrox much longer. He's been seeking more regular first-team football, and with Jack Butland firmly settled as our number one and Liam Kelly already in through the door this summer, Mccrorie's path to regular playtime at Rangers looked pretty blocked. So heading to Kilmarnock is a good move for him. It's also good for us because we're likely to pocket a reasonable fee for his services. Plus, should Mccrorie excel at Rugby Park and make a bigger move in the future, Rangers will benefit financially again. For now, with Butland and Kelly in the squad, Philippe Clement doesn't need to rush out to find another goalkeeper. We might see the club bring in an experienced head as the third choice, but there's no immediate urgency. Unless something drastic changes, expect the official confirmation of Mccrorie's move to come through soon. It's a move that makes sense for all parties involved, and it'll be interesting to see what the initial fee Rangers get from this deal is. All right, let's chat about Steven Allocate and the latest buzz around his potential move to Rangers. Steven Allocate, the Colombian international with 7 caps, is now a free agent after his contract with Brighton expired in June. At 25, he's at an interesting point in his career and could bring some real value to Ibrox. Now there's a bit of a catch. Alzate's had some trouble with his ankle, specifically a syndesmotic ligament tear, more commonly known as a high ankle sprain. According to Dr. Rajpal Brar, if this ankle issue continues to be a problem, both Allocate and any interested clubs might consider surgery to stabilize it. This tightrope procedure could be the solution, but it's something that'll need careful monitoring before any signing decision is made. But let's look at the upside. Alzate's got solid Premier League experience with Brighton, which is no small feat. His versatility on the pitch adds a lot of tactical flexibility. He can slot into various roles, which is always a plus. And don't forget, he's represented Colombia on the international stage multiple times. That kind of experience could be invaluable for Rangers. Signing Allocate on a free transfer seems like a smart move for Rangers. He's still young enough to develop further, and bringing him in could be a long-term investment for the club. Plus, the risk is relatively low given he's a free agent, the main concern being his fitness, which the club will surely keep a close eye on. So, if all goes well and the medical team is satisfied with his condition, Allocate could be a great addition to bolster Rangers' squad. Let's hope this potential signing materializes and he brings his Premier League experience to Ibrox. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things Rangers. Stay tuned, and let's see what the summer transfer window brings. Cheers.